It is the Europa League final on Wednesday. Villarreal take on Manchester United. Manchester United, of course, looking to get the first trophy under Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. Hugh, as a Manchester United fan who has a checkered relationship with Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, is this the moment? You know, are you about to put a ring on it when he lifts that trophy and go, yes, Ole, you're the man for me?
Listen, I think Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is a Manchester United legend. I absolutely love him. Yes, I haven't thought his management skills have been up to much, but it's a massive game for him, and it's a massive game for the club. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer says it's just a step to get Manchester United back where they belong. I believe in that. Whether he's going to be the man to do it, I don't know. But certainly, if he wins a trophy, given all the criticisms he's had during his time in charge, it would be huge. I'd love to see him do it. I'm a little bit biased, as you know, but I think Villarreal will be very tough opposition. How do you see it going?
Yeah, I think this is a really, really tough game. I watched the Villarreal-Real Madrid game, and Villarreal were very good in that game. And if you look at the goals from it as well, yes, there was one chalked off for Benzema, but both goals, one from Benzema and then Modric, like superb goals. Because prior to that, Villarreal they're very, very, organized, in their setup. They go 4-4-2 and they don't press that much. They kind of allow the team to come onto them, which is going to be interesting when you look at the Man United setup, because Man United in big games managed by Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, they play Fred and McTominay. But in a game like this, there's a big decision to make. You know, you've got Maguire, who looks like he's not going to make it in this one. I think you know what you're going to get from Villarreal. They are going to play 4-4-2. It's going to be interesting to see who starts up front alongside Moreno, who's had a great season, 23 goals, and I think 6 goals in the Europa League. He's been fantastic for them there. A little bit further back, Chukwueze will miss out, which is a real shame. But you know what you're going to get with Villarreal. You know, 2 banks or 3 banks, really, 2 4s and a 2. So for Man United, do you play Fred and McTominay when Maguire's not in the team? Or do you play just one of them, allow yourself to have Pogba in there in a more midfield-like role and allow yourself to play Mason Greenwood? That would mean that Ole Gunnar Solskjaer would have to go for it a little bit more. Do you see that happening? I think that's where this game lies for me.
I hate to break the news to you. If it's a big game, Manchester United are going to start Fred and Scott McTominay. So there's no point asking whether they're going to play. The point is, do they have the quality against a team who might sit deep? That is where Manchester United have struggled most under Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. A team that really sits deep, very organised with their defensive block. They have found it difficult to create, difficult to break those teams down. I'd love to see Paul Pogba playing off the left-hand side, closer to the opposition penalty area. I think he can really hurt teams there. Edison Cavani has to start. His movement's brilliant. He's got the experience and the goal-scoring quality. And then, of course, Marcus Rashford may be shoehorned on the right-hand side. Mason Greenwood's quality to come off the bench. There's a lot of firepower there for Manchester United.
Do you think that's the right call?
You add Bruno Fernandes. I think that will be the call. I think that will be the call.
But do you think it's the right call? Do you think that's the call that wins you a trophy?
I think it's the right call. You've got to go for experience. You've got to bear in mind, this is Villarreal's first major European final. Manchester United were semi-finalists last year, but they won this tournament with a lot of these players back in 2017 as well. The experience is in the change room. They have to rest on that. That could be a massive advantage for them on the day, especially if they go a goal ahead and they can manage the game from there. Fred and McTominay do well to stop the opposition, to expect Manchester United to dominate. But like I say, they're not comfortable with that. They prefer to counter-attack, break on teams. Will they? And who knows, if they play a little bit more defensively in terms of the names they choose for their lineup, they could be the team that's playing deeper. I would love to see Manchester United, I say this in a really weird way, allow Villarreal a little bit more possession, sit back slightly and see if they can break on them and score at will, because I think that is where Villarreal will be most afraid of Manchester United. For me, Manchester United are the overwhelming favourites. I think Marcus Rashford will score in the game. I imagine Manchester United will win it 3-1. I don't think they'll keep a clean sheet. They haven't kept a clean sheet for 7 games, and they could well be missing Harry Maguire, who's hugely influential in central defence. But it's so hard to predict that Unai Emery, despite winning this competition 3 times as a manager, it's so hard to predict that his Villarreal side will come up trumps against Manchester United, the team that finished second in the Premier League versus the team that finished 7th in La Liga. However, neither of them have Champions League form coming into this. 2 wins in the last 5 games for Villarreal, 2 wins in 6 for Manchester United. So maybe they're closer than we think they are going into this.
Yeah, history, it kind of suits the Spanish side a little bit here. In the last 9 finals, the Spanish side has beaten the English side. The last time it didn't happen, Liverpool against Alaves in 2000, 2001. And of course, we haven't spoken about Emery and his record. This is his 5th final. And this is what he does. He wins Europa Leagues. I think you're absolutely right. Yes, they are favourites. Yes, they should be winning this tournament. But having watched Villarreal a few times, I've been impressed with them. They have kind of controlled possession that makes it tense. That it's not a sort of gung ho approach from them, and the combinations that they have at times are really, really nice. Carlos Bacca scored 3 a couple of weeks ago, but watching that Real Madrid game, he didn't look at his best. I wonder if Alcázar will come in to play up front with him, but Trigueros, I think, has been really impressive. Danny Pereira I really like, and a name that a lot of English fans will know, Capoue. I think he's going to be massive in this game. If you can stop Bruno Fernandes, if you stop Pogba, then you've got yourselves a chance in this game. He had a really good game, certainly really good 60 minutes against Real Madrid at the weekend. I think it's going to be a lot harder than people are giving Villarreal credit for. And I think that then comes down to Man United being able to kind of hold their nerve and maybe rely on the experience. I do think they'll get it done, but I do think it will be tense. I think you're right. Edison Cavani, the experience of him, and Bruno Fernandes in a big game player, I think they might just have a little too much for them. I'm going for a 2-1 win. And I think it'll be 1-0, 1-0, then maybe an Edison Cavani winner. That's what I think is going to happen for this one.
Thanks so much for watching ESPN on YouTube. And for more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for premium content and live streaming, subscribe to ESPN Plus.